Hello everyone, and welcome to this video on Hurricane Debby on August 5th, 2024. So Hurricane Debby is currently just pushing onto the northwest coast of Florida over here, and it will push into Florida and through back towards the ocean before moving back north into the USA again. Now, as it does so, it will downgrade rapidly into a storm, a tropical storm, and finally a post-tropical depression by the time it reaches North Carolina up here. So yes, that is currently bringing very severe weather to Florida and moving up into the east up part of the USA, which I say the southeast coast really. But yes, if you're in those regions there that I just highlighted, yes, definitely do stay safe, stay aware. Let's see what's happening here. So if we look at the wind speed probabilities, you can see. So you can see, very, very strong winds in the core up here. That is again through northern and western Florida. Oops, what did it do? And then it will downgrade slowly as we move into the rest of the week, with these reds and oranges up through here, up through the southeast coast of the USA. So yes, it will downgrade rapidly as it pushes inland, but for the time being, especially in Florida, North Florida, very severe weather is currently taking place. If we look at the satellite imagery of that area, we can see there's a swell of Hurricane Debby. It's currently pushing into, again, Florida. There is some lightning embedded in there as well, which is expected really of a hurricane, and it's going to push in that direction up there. If we look at the radar of the weather again, plenty of thundery bands around that. So wind speeds I'll put more on, I think we'll look at wind gusts, there we go, and we do miles per hour since it's USA we're looking at. There we go. So you can see again on the western and northern coast of Florida up here, if we look at the wind gusts, you got about around the high 60s to 70 miles per hour. Again, that is with heavy rain bands swirling in, so absolutely treacherous up there. And if we move forward here, the wind gusts in the end, as it moves over onto the coast, that's the eye of the storm there. You can see again still like late 60s with the winds gusts, even into the early 70s miles per hour. And then if we move forward again, so as it moves over land, it will degrade away as it moves into like the Florida and Georgia border. So therefore, wind gusts by then, say in North Florida on Monday evening USA time, be about 50 miles per hour in North Florida and South Georgia, and we keep pushing up northwards into South Carolina, and it keeps degrading away. In fact, actually, as it clears away, it might engage with the open waters and warmer temperatures of the sea, more energy there. So the wind gusts will actually increase. So again, in Georgia, especially East Georgia, then about 50 miles per hour at the worst on Tuesday morning. Then it moves off the coast of Georgia, and then we see a stronger core of winds again on its southern flank. Now that'll be offshore, but it might just get a bit of an up to it, like on the coast of Georgia there again. And then we go to Wednesday. Well, Wednesday sees that system moving near the coast of South Carolina. So the coast of South Carolina, very strong winds on Wednesday. Wind gusts of about say 50 to 65 miles per hour. So very, very strong winds around the hurricane again. Well, by that stage, a storm really. And we keep going. And once again, actually that storm just sort of stalled there for a while. So if you're on the coast of like Georgia and parts of South Carolina, South Carolina, South Georgia, that sort of area, these winds will be sustained. These strong winds will be sustained. It's a very slow moving system. But really the strongest winds will be in North Florida, before they transfer northeastwards, and the storm sort of grinds to a halt, really, bringing sustained strong winds, onshore winds then by Thursday, again in South and North Carolina, very strong winds, wind gusts of about 60 miles per hour on the coast, inland actually, in North Carolina, up to 60 miles per hour in some parts, but widely as a 40 to 60 miles per hour. So very, very windy here. Sustained system. It is now starting to properly die off as we push into Friday, as it moves properly over land in North Carolina, and wind gusts inland. In the core of the wind gusts around like 40 miles per hour. And then we go into the weekend, and the storm just basically just starts to die away, as we know. But even then, actually, strong winds up the coast of North Carolina and down up towards Maryland even, and Virginia. So yes, even then, wind gusts in excess of 50 miles per hour on that eastern coast there. And we keep going. So that system isn't done yet. It's still moving, and then it's going to move into New York, New Jersey. What's it get? I say wind gusts of about 40 miles per hour on the coast, inland about 30 miles per hour. Again, winds there. And as we push into the weekend, I think it just becomes a regular area of low pressure up towards Nova Scotia. Keeps going. Again, up towards Newfoundland there. Very windy and wet. So, again, strong winds. In fact, it does deepen more, but this time it's deepening as a result of the jet stream and the, contrasting temperatures between, say, the north and the south here. So that just becomes a normal Atlantic low by like Saturday and Sunday. So yes, very windy for again Nova Scotia, between 50 and about 65 miles per hour, widely wind gusts there. And we keep going into Sunday. Those wind gusts transfer into Newfoundland, probably getting a bit lighter by then. And then actually, that stormy system, those stormy winds do die off by next Wednesday, and by then, way ex-tropical Storm Debby depression is now a usual Atlantic low, with a warm front, a cold front down here, and an included front, and that will be coming for Ireland probably towards the end of next week. So yeah, that is how Hurricane Debby will play out. It will move. Bring very damaging winds again, as we know, currently to northern and western Florida. Then it will move up the coast of Georgia, North and South Carolina, bringing sustained gusty winds of about 60 miles per hour on the coast, inland about 40 to 50 miles per hour. And we keep going, and it will bring, once again, strong winds about 50 miles per hour on the coast of, Maryland, Virginia, New Jersey, New York, that sort of area. Then it will deepen again into quite a vigorous low, just a low this time, over like say Nova Scotia, this sort of region here, Newfoundland, New Brunswick. A lot of these areas will see very strong gusts of wind between about 50 and 65 miles per hour over the weekend. Before next week, it does push into the ocean and turn into a regular system that Ireland normally gets. And as I said, Ireland should be in line for this towards the end of the week. Wow, what a journey, eh? Everyone, thanks for watching. Once again, if you are in that sort of region here that I just highlighted, stay safe all the way up the US East Coast. Be prepared, basically, for damaging winds, and actually sustained winds as well, especially the coast of Georgia, North and South Carolina. And yeah, and if you're in the north, like Newfoundland and Nova Scotia, be prepared for quite a storm this weekend. Everyone, thanks for watching, and I'll see you for our usual updates later on, and bye for now.